Welcome to day 2 class for SQL for beginners. So those who are watching my channel for the very first time, please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon. So whenever I posted a video, you will get a notification. So let's refresh what we have discussed in previous class. So we have discussed the TDL commands and the DML commands overview, and we have created a table and how to insert the table and how to insert the data with the multiple. We have insert the data for all the columns, and I have to insert the data for a address method, value method and address method. We have discussed how to insert the data. And now today's class will continue with the remaining DDL and DML concepts. So how to insert data in a table for a specific columns. Okay. So to insert a specific values, values for a given columns. So we have to write the given field names, the given column names. So if you see the example here, ID number 3, Ramesh. So here student number name and insert into table name, student name, number name, and values you have to pass here. Okay. So this is for a specific instruction, specific value. So now what I can do is, let's select the data. What is the data that is present in the student table? Select star from student. Okay. So here we have 3 records, right? So now what I will do for to insert a data for a specific given columns by using value method. Now I will insert 2 more records. Copy this and paste it in the SQL DBX. Okay. I am using SQL DBX. You can use, you can install any SQL developer, or you can install any MySQL. So any tool that supports the same features almost. Okay, so here I will change the value name here. So since 4 is not there, 4, and it should be single quotes need to be changed, Ramesh. Yeah. Now I will insert the values, insert the data. So now let's check the data here. So we have number 4 null value. So what I will do is I will commit the data. And I will insert one more record, number 5 Madhu. Okay. Number 5 Madhu. M-A-T-H-E. Okay. So now I will insert the data. And I will commit the data. Commit also completed. Now select the data. So here we have 2 null values in the marks, because marks columns we have not considered while inserting the data. Okay. So how to delete the data in a table? Okay. So now we will see that. Otherwise, just a minute. So we'll delete the data now, and we'll update syntax. We'll discuss later. So here number 4 and Ramesh. Okay. So now how to delete the data? So wherever the marks are null, those records need to be deleted. So what is the syntax for delete? So you can refer the same thing here in the document. You can refer. So let will come down. Okay. Even for this, for multiple, for inserting the data for specific columns, we can use this address method. Okay. So the same thing, you have to provide the list of columns that you want and provide the address value. Okay. So I'm not executing these statements. You can follow this document. Okay. So now let's move on to how to delete the data. Okay. So now let's okay. So how to delete the data? So delete table name, delete from table name. So syntax is delete from table name. So syntax for delete is uh, delete from table name. So table name here student. Okay. So if you delete from table name, if you press here, what happens is entire table will be deleted. So if I press here, entire table will be deleted. Okay. So now I click on select, all the rows will be deleted. So now how to restore the data back? Roll back. Okay. I use rollback to restore the data back. So with the delete statement, you can restore the data back before. If you press the commit, data won't return back. So if you press the rollback, if you execute the rollback, data will be restored. So now I will commit the data. Okay. Now we can see data is available. Okay, so I want to delete the data for a specific columns where marks are null. Okay, so marks where you can use where class. So where class we will discuss in detail level in upcoming class. Okay, so where is to filter the data. So select star from table name where we can filter the data. Okay. So where class is to filter the data in a table. Okay. So so here marks is null, right? So if you see here, marks is null. MARKS. Marks is null. So just want to check how many records are there marks with null. Then you can write a select query. So here I'm writing the select query, select star from student. Okay. So where class. So now if I execute this SQL, so we'll come to know how many records are there with marks null. So we found two records. So I want to delete these two records. Okay. So now I'm deleting these two records. Okay. Now if I execute this select statement, so no records are there with marks null. Okay, I will select entire, I will retrieve the data from the entire table. So we have only 3 records. Okay, so this is the way to delete the data in a table. Okay, so now what I will do, I will execute these two statements again. Okay, so I'll click on commit. So data will be committed. Now marks is null. Marks is null for few columns. So we have not inserted the marks. So now how to update the data? Okay, update table name. Okay, so what is the syntax for update? Update. So wherever marks is the null, so we will be setting the marks as some default value. Okay, so just we are setting some default value. So marks, wherever marks is null, we are setting some, we are updating the data with some default value. What is the syntax for update in the data? So what is the syntax for update? So update table name. So what is the table name? Update table name. Update table. Sorry, update. We have to give the table name and set which column you want to update. Marks. Okay, so marks is equal to 150 and where, so here wherever marks is null. Okay, wherever marks is null. Execute this. Okay, so wherever marks is null, I have set it to 150. So what are the records that has marks is null? 4 and 5, right? Now let's check, let's retrieve the data. So we will retrieve the data by order by class. So order by number. So order by number means it will retrieve the data based on the ascending order and the descending order. Okay, so you can check here record number 4 and 5 have default as we have populated value 150. Okay, so let me commit the data. Yes. Let me commit the data. So data has been committed. Now let's select the data. Okay, so this is the way to update the data in a table. So with this we have completed DML commands in database. Okay. So now how to retrieve the data? So retrieve the data means select the data. Select star from table name. So okay. So we can select star. Use star means that indicates all the columns. If you see the syntax here, select. Okay. Select is a select syntax is DRL, data retrieval language. So we need to retrieve the data. So okay, so DRL command is select. Select means we are getting the data. We are getting a report. Okay, so based on the select SQL, select query. Okay, we are selecting the data. Okay, so here we can select the data based on all the columns are specific column. So you can see here. Just a second. Select star from, you can see here, select star from table name. So that indicates, star indicates for all the columns. If you want to retrieve the data only for specific column. Okay. So let's execute this. So specific columns, or if you want to give all the columns, you can mention like this. Okay. So now I will delete everything. Okay. So now let's execute this. So here we're able to extract the data, all the columns. So I need only name and marks. Okay. I don't need. So if you want to select the data for a specific column, so you need to select the column name. Select you have to provide the column names here. Okay. So I'm ignoring number and I need a student name and marks. Name and marks. So select name, comma, marks from table. So you can see here we are able to retrieve the data for name and marks. Okay. So now let's move on to further. Okay. Yeah. So I'm stopping it for today. And tomorrow's class will discuss about where class and order by class. Okay. So with this, the DML concepts got completed. And there are some few topics pending in DML. So let's finish this in this class so that will be clear. So let's go to page number 24. Alter, how to alter the data. One second, it's doing. So here you can see the alter using DDLs alter. So how to alter? I mean, like alter purpose of the alter statement is to modify or add. I mean, like modify a column. Okay, so we can add a column. We can remove a column. Okay, so here if we want to add a column like STOD, student date of birth. Okay, so just syntax for this alter table, table name, add column, data type. Okay, so we have to specify the data type also. Okay, so here SDOB data birth, student data birth. Okay, so table has been added. So here data will be nothing here because there is no data, right? So already data is there in the table. So new column has been added. For that, it will be blank, null values. Okay. So now if you want to insert the data, so we need to select the student name. We need to select the student name and followed by his roll number. Okay. Then roll number will be unique. Number will be unique. And few of the cases, student names will be same. Okay. So in that case, we need to update the date of birth. Okay. So that you can get the updated information of student date of birth. So you can use update statement where update student and set date of birth for student one. I mean like student number one name Sudha, like that. Okay. So this is for adding a new column to the table for a existing table. How to remove column? So to remove a column, you can use the drop. So the same here. Just you need to provide the column syntax for this removing a column in a database table. So alter table, you can see here alter table, table name. You need to use the drop for removing a column. Drop column SDOB. SDOB. Okay. So copy this. Execute this. Okay, so now let's execute the main query. So the tailor column, it has been propped up. Okay. So the next thing is modify. So here the length of the student column is 2. So how to modify? So modify means you can change the length. You can increase the precision length. You can decrease this length here. Okay, increase or decrease. Okay, so syntax for modifying any data type is alter table, table name. Here the table name is student and modify you need to use and the data type and the number. So here student use 3, right? So I'm using number 5. Okay. So modify. Now let's see this. So here earlier it was 3. Now it is 5. So like that it will get. Okay. And make the columns unused. Okay. So you can set these columns unused. And if you are not using unused, even though column is unused, still the memory will occupy. So you can set any column unused. Okay, so this syntax we generally won't use. Okay, and if you are not if there are any unused columns and if you are not inserting any data, so those columns we can drop out. So there is a syntax: drop table, alter table, drop unused columns. Okay. So I'm renaming a column. How to rename a column? So here I'll be renaming a column. So here marks to S marks. So syntax for renaming a column is alter table, student, rename column, from column to column we have to provide. Okay, so I'm copying this. So here marks is there. Now I'm converting that into S marks. Now we can see this. let's select the table data student. Yes, marks. So that is the way we can rename the column. You can rename the table name also. Alter table name, rename. You can use the from to this table to that table. Okay. Okay, so now let's see what and all pending in DML comments. DML comments completed, and DDL, sorry. Let's come down. Okay, so here alter drop. Okay, so truncate, we need to discuss truncate and rename. Okay, so truncate is to delete the data permanently in a database. You can check in page number 70. Okay, so truncate is truncate table name. So the purpose of truncate is to delete the data permanently in database. Delete the data permanently in the database. Truncate student table name and drop. So drop is to drop the table. So here entire data will be deleted. Truncate. If you use truncate, entire data will be deleted, and we cannot restore the data back. But if you use delete, no, we can restore the data back with rollback syntax. Okay. So drop. If you want to drop, delete the drop the table and remove the table there from the database. So drop table name. So this is the syntax. And rename we have discussed. Rename old table to new table. Okay, so just I will use this. So rename. Rename. So here you can see in the database rename. This one is there. So rename I am using. Just I will reconnect. So the connection will be refreshed. So here you can see student is not there. Table student is not there. It has been renamed with student. Okay. Yeah. So with today's class, we have completed this DML and DDL syntaxes. DML and DDL languages. Okay. So in tomorrow's class, we will see how to filter the data by using where class and how to sort the data. So we'll see in next class. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.